everyone, this is your Burmese instructor Kenneth Wong. In this episode, I'll explain to you the difference between the auxiliary verbs taat and naing. They both allow you to express your ability, like the English verb can. But in Burmese, these two are not always interchangeable. This is the famous Burmese dish called Moke Hinghar. Moke Hinghar. It's catfish chowder with rice noodle topped with deep-fried squash, in this case. If you say Jano Moke Hinghar chette, Jano Moke Hinghar chette, that means I cooked or I made Moke Hinghar. Now, I say Jano because I'm a man. If you're a woman, remember to say Jama. Jama. That's your formal pronoun for I. But if you say instead Jano Moke Hinghar chen nainde or Jano Moke Hinghar chetate, they roughly mean I can make this dish, I can make Moke Hinghar. But let's dig a little deeper. The helping verb tate means to have the skills and the know-how to, the knowledge to do something. In this case, that means you have the recipe for the dish, you have cooked it before, and you can make it on demand. On the other hand, the helping verb naing means to have the physical ability to do a task. That means you have the pots and pans that are necessary, you have the free time, and you don't mind making it. So to be precise, Moke Hinghar chetate means I know how to make Moke Hinghar. Moke Hinghar chen nainde means I'm able to make Moke Hinghar. I can imagine some of you grumbling. You're just nitpicking. The difference is so minuscule. Well, think about this. If you know how to make Moke Hinghar, but you already have plans and you're occupied and you're busy, you might say, Jano Moke Hinghar chetate. Dabime dine machen naing bu. One more time. Jano Moke Hinghar chetate. I know how to make Moke Hinghar. Dabime but dine machen naing bu. I cannot do it today. When telling people about the languages you speak, it sounds much more natural to use taat, meaning you have the linguistic skills and the knowledge and the know-how to use that language. Jano Japan saga pyo datte. Jano Japan saga pyo datte. I can speak Japanese. Jano Burma saga kaung kaung ma pyo da pu. Jano Burma saga kaung kaung ma pyo da pu. I cannot speak Burmese very well. If you want to ask someone to visit you at your home or apartment, should you ask Jano Engo Lada La or Jano Engo La Nang La? In this case, you're not asking whether someone knows the way to get to your house, but rather you want to know if they're free and able to come to your house. So in that case, La Nang La, La Nang La, can you come, is more appropriate than La Da La. Do you know how to get here? If you're at a taxi stand in Yangon and you want to ask a driver, can you take me to Shwedagon Pagoda? How do you ask? Shwedagon Phaya po pe naing la or Shwedagon Phaya po pe da la? Well, any taxi driver in Yangon would know how to get to Shwedagon. It's one of the biggest attractions in the city, so you shouldn't really question their knowledge or know-how on getting there. But you do want to know if he is free, if he has the time, and if the distance is okay for him to drive. So you should ask, Po pe naing la? Po pe naing la? Can you take me there? A slightly different scenario now. If you give your taxi driver an address and he keeps going round and round and it looks like he is getting lost, this is where you might want to ask, Erigo Tuada La? Erigo Tuada La? Do you know how to get there? If you're a swimmer, you would always say, Jano ye kudate. Jano ye kudate. Because you have the skill, know-how, and you're well trained in this discipline. But if you have an injury this week, you might say, Jano di apa ye maku naing bu. Di apa ye maku naing bu. This week, I cannot swim. The auxiliary verb tate has another function, by the way. It can also express tendency and habits. For example, ape mane coffee thau tate. Ape mane coffee thau tate. In that case, it does not mean Dad knows how to drink coffee in the morning, or Dad has the knowledge and the know-how to drink coffee early in the morning. Instead, it means Dad tends to drink coffee in the morning. Dad usually drinks coffee in the morning. When taat and naing come together, it becomes a cluster verb as a main verb. Dan naing, dan naing. Now they are no longer auxiliary verbs, and it means something is within your means or not within your means in the negative form. For example, "Chano dan naing de." "Chano dan naing de." I can afford it, I can get it done, this is within my capacity. A painting collector might look at the price tag of a painting and then say, "Chano madan naing bu." "Chano madan naing bu." I cannot afford it. It's beyond my means. It's beyond my budget. If there is a particularly difficult task, seemingly impossible for anybody, you might say, "Payabe danai me." "Payabe danai me." Only God, only Lord Buddha will be able to do it. This is beyond human capacity. That's it for this episode. Try making some sentences with these auxiliary verbs, da and naing, and leave them in the comment. I'd be glad to give you my feedback. Until next time, happy Burmese learning. Namadwe me. See you later.